I'm preparing for this fall's semester. I'm teaching in a few different schools. So what I would recommend to those of you who are teaching to create a really strong, this is for Union County College syllabus, and this is going to be my Salem College. Cancel. So we can see what these look like. Basically what I do, and I'm going to change some font issues here, is when I started a new school, I get their brand guide, or if they have one, and I brand my documents. As a design professional, I absolutely must make sure that my materials are ship shape, and these are in flow, but I basically make the same syllabus format for each school, and I chunk out all my planning and everything here. This is obviously not, I teach a lot of different subjects, but I think it's absolutely imperative that you show your students from the start that you are a design professional. I have to say, and this is not besmirching anybody, but this is what a syllabus looks like. A syllabus, or the formal syllabus, the course plan or course document, is this very dry. I mean, this is what should be covered. It gives you all the learning outcomes for the program. These things have to be woven into your syllabus, but your syllabus needs to be legible. The syllabus should say, okay, let's read the course description. Web design will introduce students to the basic principles of design. What you need to say is you're going to learn how to design a website. Like when you are writing your part, not the boilerplate from the school, which is absolutely sacrosanct. I don't mess with that. But when I introduce my parts, I speak in my tone of voice and I make it perfectly approachable. It is, once again, imperative that my materials are unimpeachable in terms of formatting, spelling, and clarity, and in tone. So syllabus writing is an art. It's taken me a long time to get to where I really like my template, and I can make it fit anybody's school. And I don't even wait for them to ask me. I do make some things perfectly evergreen, because there's some elements that I change for every school, but in general, and some of these I have to tweak. I always like to use the general font that's used by the school. Like in terms of Salem Community College, if you look at their website, they use Montserrat for their site, for everything. Oh, you can see where I was finding out where that was. So I go and download Montserrat and I put it in the document. I am a branding professional. This is the least I can do. So once again, this is how I handle my syllabi as an adjunct and as a designer. My students will learn from the get-go that I expect nothing less of them. There's no way that I appreciate that many people don't have the design skills that I have. I've been working in this field for a long time. I'm an old lady now. But do anything you can to make sure that your design, your materials are easily updatable, and also reflect the aesthetic integrity that you hope to impart in your visual design or art class. I have to say that, and my class websites are all the same. I used to not use Canvas. I used to produce my own websites. I had dozens of them because I taught web design. It was kind of important. Now I use Canvas. But nothing against Canvas. It's just that I want full control. But anyway, I just wanted to while I'm making these, and you'll see once I finish them, they get pretty ship shape. And once again, just in terms of a usability, oops, so sorry, I don't have my phone off. Just in terms of usability for the student, I make sure that everything is spelled out. The week, the date, what's happening, the homework that is due for the next week throughout. In these times, I may add, because I do have a hybrid class, I will also add online or offline. I have one class that's hybrid. Everything else is synchronous online. But I just wanted to reach out and just point to this kind of practice. The program I'm using is Adobe InDesign. I also use Suitcase for my, I use Suitcase Fusion for my my font management. So I am a design professional. I'm making choices that you may not feel comfortable doing, but feel free to do this in a Google Doc. You can set up, if you have a really strong template that you really love and you've got clarity and everything, just so you know, I'm using a table for this because I'm rushing. I'm actually using a styled table. You can do the exact same thing in Google Docs, maybe not with as much aesthetic pa, but there's nothing stopping you from making something that's absolutely stunningly beautiful and legible. There's no way they can say they didn't know where to find what the homework was for today. So once again, if you want, I will find a place to post my general template with just Helvetica in place. But I really think, and you'll see, I'm a big proponent of master pages. The syllabi all have the logos in the same place. The course and the actual school department and the school name, the class name formally, because I read my catalogs when I get a new gig. And I, depending on how I'm feeling, I use I have let's see, this template in the master page and a sideways one in case you have that. I forget what this one does differently. It doesn't do anything differently, so it's extra. So I'll clear that out. But I'll make a blank template and put it on libbyclarkdesign.com. And those of you who are aspiring teachers who know how to use InDesign, have at it. I wish you all luck. This is going to be an interesting semester, but honestly, I'm so glad to be teaching, and I'm so appreciative of all the schools that are trusting me with their students that, I'll do it. Let's do it. Y'all take care. I hope y'all stay well and teach with alacrity. All right, let me go quit this out.